Okay, it's a brand new day and a brand new game. Welcome to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Well, not entirely new. I did post a quick little sort of meme video a few days ago, which I'm sort of using as an excuse why this video is a bit late. Kind of, not really. It really just happened because I thought I was going to get it done one day, and then it just didn't. I completely slipped my mind. I'd end up not doing it because I had to go on a vacation with my family for a few days, which ended up preventing me from doing, stuff. So, yeah. But as that's why this is kind of a bit late, I will hope to try and get at least 2 videos out this week. I have footage for one more video and then a video after that. Then potentially, if what I think will happen ends up happening, I will have footage for a third video after that. Sorry, a 4th video after the 3rd one that I upload. This being counted as the first one. So, there we go. Overall, it's pretty good. I think it controls well. It's decently fun. But it has a few, I guess, lag issues that pop up here and there. You've probably seen a couple of them already. Yeah, if you watched right there, that's what I was sort of pausing for. You can see my numbers weren't popping up in time for when I was actually doing. Oh, excuse me, damage. Other than that, I think I've been enjoying it well enough. It's been sort of just been grinding things out, getting stuff done, enjoying the feel of the new game. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. That front. The graphical upgrade is nice. It looks really good, and controls really nicely. I like the controls for some of the weapons. A lot of the fighter weapons are really fun. For all the range weapons I've checked out thus far have been pretty good. The hunter weapons, aside from the wired lance, I haven't really cared for them all that much. Spear is okay, but I think I may go full wired lance build. Who knows? It's a definite possibility. What else? I have yet to check out either of the tech classes, so Force and Techer. Techer? I'm calling it Techer. Whatever. I have yet to check those classes out. I have checked out the other 4, so could be good, could be bad. I've heard one is kind of fun, but again, I don't know yet because I haven't checked them out. So we'll have to see. Other than that, so the urchin quest we're doing right now, there's only 2 of them in the game so far, is Nex Vera, who's basically a buffed version of the final boss of the story mode, which I've already done. And his whole deal is basically that I guess he's technically a dragon because he has 2 tiny forelimbs, but it's more of a wyvern. So he's coming up. So you can see the new enemies. There are the dolls, which I think they're pretty cool. They have their own sort of very unique aesthetic, sort of glow red. Those guys back in the distance are dots. They are like artillery bases. You saw the Varus earlier, the guy with the missile arms, and the Gororon. Or that maybe Gororoks. They're basically the big fat dudes with the jiggly bellies. I think those are Gororoks actually. So currently I'm playing fighter in my. This is a sort of a cosmetic sort of a look I ended up getting into at the end of PSO2 Classic, which is what we're now calling it apparently. And you can see my whatchamacallit, my vile look, my sort of, I guess I kind of call it possessed Matoi. That's kind of what it is, because it's how she looked at the end of, at the end of episode 3, when she got possessed. Whatever. And there's Nogleth. He's another interesting dude. Although, yeah, a lot of the big boss monsters will have very visually nice second phase, although that move is kind of BS. It's really hard to get away from. Whatever. So, once we kill all the dudes here, we get to go. Nex Vera has an opening stage. The next quest I'm going to show you, or the next one I'll show you, that'll be on the channel, excuse me, is Phantasy Vera, which doesn't have an opening sort of section. But we'll get there when we get there. So, first up, Nex Vera, and he just comes right out. Big Dragon Man. So usually we just end up attacking his legs. Because, you know, although the move he's about to do I think is kind of BS. It's hard to dodge in a lot of cases because of how much he jumps back before using it, which I understand because if he didn't, then literally what would be the point? He'd just be giving everyone free damage. But he does jump back quite a ways, and it's often very annoying to dodge. Because they added this new mechanic, which you'll see me using a whole bunch, which is the Photon Dash, which is nice. It lets you get around the big open world very easily, but it's also, you have triggering it, sometimes a bit finicky. So there's that. Alright, so Nex Vera himself, so you can see he's got 2 bars up there. He's got his first bar, which is his life bar, and his second bar, which is his break bar. The break bar obviously depletes a lot faster, so once you do enough damage to him, he will break, per se, and he'll sort of collapse over, and you can do a bunch of damage to him. That was me not doing something I should have been doing. So, from time to time, he'll sort of charge up a super move. He has 2 different ones. In this phase, he only has the orbs. The orbs are basically this giant thing in front of him that you attack to blow up. They're basically completely ripped off from the Deus SEGA fight, which I actually posted on my channel recently, so check that out if you haven't seen it. Always be plugging. They're basically the same thing, and once he enters his triple head phase, which he will enter at about 2/3 health remaining, right around there, so we're not close just yet. Once he gets there, he will enter that phase, and then he'll spawn 3 orbs. So the orbs deal like half your health if they blow up, but the advantage is if you kill them, they do a bunch of damage to him. So, you know, risk reward, like a good game should. Right now we're just whittling him down, doing a bunch of damage to him. Not much really to say at this point. Although the fireballs. He loves spamming his fireballs. He has a move that'll just cover the entire area in these raining fireballs, which it gets even more ridiculous in his second phase, where he just basically just spams it all the time. Not so much in his first phase, though, which is nice because it's kind of annoying to deal with. Oh yeah, he does have an annoying move where his head will auto-target you and just shoot fireballs at you, which is very annoying for the main reason that it locks on so hard, and it's like, you try to dodge, and this thing can literally just rotate like 360 degrees in any direction to hit you. So you can't just like run behind him or something, because like literally these things will just spin in place to try and get at you. I don't know if it'll happen here, but because I have recorded this a while ago, but it has happened to me in other runs of him. Right there you see, he's broken. So that's how that works. Weirdly, his fall will always cover that one of his weak points, which I think is kind of stupid. It means he's kind of, if you're stuck on one side of him, you have to like, well, do I want to run over the other side and lose damage, or whether I just want to stay here? So, I don't really like that. I think he's getting kind of close to his. He does have a ground pound move, which is very annoying. When I've grown to dislike him more and more as time goes on. He can be kind of infuriating to fight with how much he runs around the arena. And there's me being stupid again. I should be helping out there, but I'm not, because I haven't really learned the fight yet. Oh wait, no, that was not the orb. I thought that was the orb. That was something else. Alright, cool. I wasn't doing something stupid. I was actually doing something very intelligent by standing behind him. But yeah, you can see me attacking the tail a bunch. You can break off his tail. It stuns him a bit, and it reduces his tail swing attacks. Yeah, you can see that's his head doing his fireball thing. Even when you're moving a bunch, it's very difficult to get away from him, which I don't like. Oh yeah, there you can see his tail's broken off. So now we can just, I believe, what is he charging? Yeah, this is the orb, although, well, he was going to try and charge the orb, but then we stunned him. There's a number of ways to... You could stun him normally. I don't know what exactly triggers this. But there's a couple of... There's also elemental stuns. You can see he's weak to thunder. So you can get electric stunned. And some monsters are weak to fire, so they can get fire stunned. And some monsters are weak to ice, and they can get ice stunned. Which is more like being frozen. So there's a few different ways this can work out. But either way, now he's about to do his triple beam, which is by far the most annoying of the three to dodge. So you can either back away really far like that, or you can just about jump over it. Like, oh, now he's doing his explosion. He's going to do giant fireball, and then he's going to gather up a bunch of pieces of rubble, and then he's about to slam down into the ground like that. Kablooey. I haven't ever been hit by that, so I don't know exactly how much damage it does, but I would imagine it's pretty close to a one-shot. Maybe not a full, like, you're instant dead, but I would guess it does a lot of damage. So I think this is him doing the orbs. So I think I make the correct decision to actually go after them this time. So, good on you, past me. Unfortunately, there are a ton of people who don't seem to recognize that the orbs are by far the most profitable thing to attack. They do like 20k damage each. So, I think, you know, like the last 4 or 5 pubs I've been in, I've had to explain, hey guys, we have to attack the orbs, you know. Orbs are what we have to attack. Can we please attack the orbs? So, like, the first one will go off, and I'll be like, orbs, please. And then, like, 2 or 3 people will get the message, and the other, I don't know, what, 3, 4 won't. And you just sort of sigh and shake your head, and go, not this again. I really should try and do more, you know, these urgent quests with my clan, or rather, alliance. Ugh. Keep calling it a clan, but I'm too lazy to go and get in the group, so I end up doing it in pubs, and I end up suffering the consequences. So, you know, that's always fun. Hey, what can you do? Well, actually, I know what I can do. Do less pubs. So right now we're just sort of wailing on him. He doesn't really have any new moves after this, so you just kind of bash his weak point. And then when that's gone, bash his other points. So, not much is going to change from here on out, but yeah, hey. At least his fight is kind of visually nice to look at, although I always hate this flying part when I'm playing a ranger. He's so annoying to target. I also hate how those fireball stuns you, so he can chain them. It means he can chain them together very easily, especially if he picks you over and over again. Like, he picked me, he was shooting at me like 5 times there. I also feel like sometimes he's targeting just one person with each head. Sometimes he'll like randomly switch targets, so the telegraphing in this game is spotty. Sometimes it's really good, like, well, it's serviceable, like with a lot of the moves, but like with some of like the head stuff, that one's a bit questionable. And there's some stuff with Nex Vera, who's the next fight here, like I've mentioned that a couple times, where the telegraphing is just bad, just like you have no idea if he's going to try and go for you or not. So, you know, that's always fun. I'll have to show you when that comes. So right now we're just sort of, again, just wailing on him. He'll go down eventually. Eventually. He does have quite a bit of health, and it does scale with the players, though. So, which is nice, I suppose, because currently, I believe one person has left us. I don't know who. I don't know if it downscales, though. It might not. But I think it was a bug they were looking into fixing, so the answer is, at this point, maybe not. So I might look into that later on, who knows. Either way, he should be getting close to dead here. Assuming he lets us hit him. One of the annoying things he can do is, because this arena has, like, hard walls, he will occasionally put one of his feet outside of the wall, where you can't hit it, which is annoying because usually the feet is where the Rangers will put their weak bullet. Weak bullet basically just does what you think it does. It makes the target, the area where it's at, take more damage. So, you know, this is very nice. So, the idea is to... So he will usually weak bullet like a nice, easy spot to hit. And obviously that's his legs, but when he puts his leg outside of the boundaries of the map, you can't hit it anymore, and it's really annoying. It's bad, and I don't like it. Phantasy Vera can do it too, although he's a little better. He tends to do it a lot less. But yeah, you basically, if you get caught there, there's no way you can dodge it. Also, I'm not sure why to just walk into that little healing area. Spatial awareness, 100% as always. Well, yeah, he should be going down here soon. We're closing in. So, the main reason people do this quest is actually XP. He gives very good XP. He also gives his own, I believe he gives his own unique augment as well, so that's always nice. But yeah, it's mostly, he drops about 70k XP-ish, right around in there. And then Phantasy Vera's, I've seen it go from, I think it's about 50k. Although, once you hit max level 20, the amount of XP you get drops by quite a bit. So, you got that to worry about. The other thing they added was the Photon Glide, which you're not going to see here because I don't really... What's the point? I think I do use it a bit in the other fight. What's it called? Phantasy Vera. So, which is... It's a bit more useful there because of the updrafters. Again, I'll show you what those are when we get there. But here, not so much. I mean, it does kind of mean that staying in midair is a bit easier. Because especially when this guy starts flying around, but... Oh, there you go. He's dead. So you can see him, you know, turn into a weird ball and explode. And then he drops all his stuff, and it's glorious. It's auto pickup. It's great. They also give us like 40 more inventory slots, which is also great. Yeah, that feels good. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. You know, if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you very soon.